All right, first day in Bucharest. We just arrived yesterday from Timisoara. We took the overnight train from Timisoara, and based on the Google reviews of the train station, which are pretty harsh, to say the least, we were a little bit nervous, but the train station wasn't so bad. I'm not sure what all the hype was about. It was just a normal building, and the train platforms seemed pretty normal. We were pretty prepared for some wild train station, but it worked out fine. I will say we had the train with 6 beds in one room, and that was a bit much for us. Future advice for travelers: if you're going on overnight train, the room with 4 beds is enough. We were pretty cramped, and we were pretty hot, and it was a pretty rough experience. Yeah. That being said, we're excited for Bucharest. Here we are, and we're about to meet up with a local celebrity and or international celebrity. So let's go. Bucharest, here we come.
Te joc să fii jucată. Hai că e cea mai mândră fată. Asta-i hora horilor.
There you have it. Welcome to Bucharest, where they're dancing in the streets. We just danced for like 5 minutes in a big circle.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Welcome to Bucharest. That was all right. Oh, by the way, here's our local friend. I'm sure everybody knows him.
Catalin from Backpacker Live.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to see them. We haven't seen in 1.5 years or something like that.
December 2019, we bumped into each other.
We bumped and it was quite a story. I was filming, we were both filming on the beach, and you saw the microphone and you asked me, are you a YouTuber?
Yeah.
And that's all that was needed, for us to start talking.
That's
Amazing.
And then a year and a half later, we're in Bucharest. We're on this big pedestrian walkway. They close the roads every Sunday. We're dancing in the street. What could be better than that?
You have to know something. They join now a traditional dance, which I have never joined in my life. So basically, they've done this before me.
We feel special.
Exactly. Awesome. All right, let's go. We got lots of road to explore.
Yeah, now Catalin is going to take us around.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because
of
he's
course.
a local here.
Yes,
he
of course.
Grew up.
This is my
Tour
hometown.
guide.
I was born here. Even though many people from Romania don't necessarily like Bucharest, I love Bucharest. It's like my favorite city. It's my hometown, so it's very important for me.
Nice.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Cannot wait. Let's
Yes.
Well, thanks, buddy. Let's go. All right, I tell you what, this place is a party. There's tons of people walking around and jamming. It seems like people from Bucharest love ice cream. Every time we pass an ice cream shop, there's a lineup down the street. I will say we passed what would be kilometer 0 of Bucharest, like the exact center point. A bunch of really nice buildings there that we will explore in future videos, museums and things like that. We saw some guys playing. The violin was really nice, and we're having a great time with Catalin. Just to elaborate on the story, when we met Catalin, he had like 400-something thousand subscribers, and we had 1,000. So it was 400,000 and 1,000, and we were talking to him, and I think it was a good opportunity for him to be like, 1,000, like kind of mocking our tiny subscribers. But he was super helpful and really genuine, and kind of became our YouTube mentor. So big shout out to Catalin. We're super happy to be here with him and walking along.
I'm very happy to see you after all this time. Like, I feel so grateful that everybody is healthy and alive and that we're performing and filming.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And our channel has slowly grown. Ever since we met Catalin, I was just telling them, you were at 400,000 and we were at 1,000.
1,000 you had
when
back
we
then,
first met you, we had like exactly 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was an opportunity for you to be like, oh yeah, these guys suck, and just like leave us alone. But
No.
you were really helpful and really nice guy, and I just wanted to say that on the vlog. It was super nice.
My pleasure.
So there you have it, guys. All right, let's keep exploring. I will say, Catalin is a real celebrity. I asked him if it bothers him that everybody talks to him and stuff. He says, no, it's okay. He says that's part of the job. So I think he's the 3rd or 4th person so far. And I said, excuse me, can I have a photo with you? He's like, okay. Nice guy, nice guy. There you have it. couple beers after a long walk. We walked for a couple hours, no?
Oh, we walked, I'm going to tell you, around at least 3.1 or 3.2 kilometers, something
Very
like that.
nice. We even saw the archway, which is facing exactly towards the archway in France, like the gateway to Bucharest or something like that.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Catalin.
Because as I've told you, Bucharest is being called the Little Paris. And also many people in Romania, like if you just talk with people randomly on the street, many people are going to speak a bit of French because Romania had a huge connection with France before the Second World War, which stays up to this day.
So that means our train on the way here was from Vienna to Paris. Timisoara to Bucharest.
Ah, yeah, exactly.
They call Little Vienna.
Ah, yeah, Timisoara is good.
Yeah, Little Vienna.
I think these guys know more about that part of, like for example, the Timisoara. I think I've been just once, maybe like 10 years ago or so. But I've seen that you stayed in a very nice, like in the
right
best
in the main
area,
square.
in the
So
main
nice.
square.
Yeah. We love that place. It was a good welcome to Romania for us. I wanted to ask Catalin one question. What do Romanians feel proud about? Because in our videos, every country we go, we like to learn about what the people are proud of, whether it's a sport we could try, I don't know if Romania is playing football, or whether it's a food or some cultural thing, something that Romanians are proud about.
Okay, so when it comes to sport, for example, in the 90s we had a pretty good football team in the World Cup 94 and 98, if I'm not mistaken. After that, everything went downhill. Now, when it comes to sports, we have a very good tennis player, girl. She was #1 in the world for maybe 1.5 years or something like that, up until last year. She's Romanian. She's very good.
Okay.
And we Romanians are proud of 3 things.
Okay.
If anybody tells you otherwise, they're lying. No, but I'm not so representative because, like, I have lived in Bucharest all my life. I have spent most of my life in Bucharest. I know very few things about how other people in Romania live. So I'm just going to give my 2 cents of this, and I'm going to tell you what I think. So what I am proud about. First of all, food. You didn't try any food. We are going to go on some food tours. I'm going to take you to some food. Like many things are based on meat, but either way, you are going to see the food in Romania is very tasty, but also it's pretty difficult to eat because it comes in huge portions, and we like to eat a lot.
Wow.
Like a lot, you know.
Okay.
Second thing we're proud about is our Wi-Fi speeds.
Wi-Fi.
And everybody, and the thing is like this, everybody sees this, wow, Romania has such a good infrastructure, but it's not, this is not the reason why our internet is so good. The internet is good here, let's say, compared to, I haven't been to United States, but I have heard that it's very iffy in United States overall, the internet. Because Romania, I had my first internet connection in 2006.
Okay.
And the Wi-Fi was implemented in the country on optic fiber.
Yeah.
On the
Fiber
new
optic.
fiber optic, yes.
Yeah.
So this is why in other countries where maybe you had internet in the 90s, you had to destroy that infrastructure and to come with new infrastructure,
Right.
which was much difficult, you know. But in Romania, we have this, and it's unbelievably cheap. I have been all over the world, and many people say, oh, okay, the internet is better in South Korea or, for example, in Norway. And yes, it's, how should I say, like, for example, in South Korea, I remember that you were able to connect to any network on the street. This is still a problem here. The public Wi-Fi networks aren't as good, but you upload the video. For example, in my apartment now I have 400 with 400 upload. If I want to upload the video, and 400 in my place, yeah, 400 megabytes. In my house, in my house, I had 1,000.
Wow.
But what you need to understand, so I have my phone, which is with a Romanian SIM card, which I have 50 gigabytes of internet, 4G, then unlimited after that 3G, and I'm paying 2.6 euros per month.
It's unbelievable.
Which 2.6
It's
is
unbelievable. In Canada, we have some of the highest internet price in the developed world. It's like crazy expensive.
Can be $100 per month.
And it would be like 10 gigs max.
Ah, okay, so
It's so expensive in Canada.
Yeah.
No.
That's an amazing thing.
No,
It
here
really is.
this is my SIM plan that I've been using for the last 7 years. I never buy SIM cards when I come into the country because I just prefer to pay this, even though I'm abroad, because this is like a plan. I pay every month, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like 2.8 or 2.6 euros something. I pay for this.
It's like $4.
Wow.
It's amazing.
And to have those huge Wi-Fi speeds in the house, like for example, phone, TV, internet, all of those can sometimes be less than $10 per month. 1,000 gigs we're talking about. 1,000 megabytes we're talking about.
That's not happening in Canada at all.
So there are places in Romania which sometimes I upload videos maybe in less than 1 minute.
Wow.
Yes. Which coming like we are all of us we're traveling and we're digital nomads. Like for example now I'm coming from Africa. There sometimes I was staying maybe 1 or 2 days to upload a video.
Yeah. We have
Like-
the same thing sometimes. In like northern Pakistan, where like you're out in a remote, it would be like 12 hours. So we upload it, go to bed, wake up in the morning, it'd be like 75%. Oh, almost ready.
How was Albania with internet?
It wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
It was okay, no?
It was okay. Yeah, in the smaller villages, maybe 5 or 6 hours to upload
But
sometimes.
most of the time,
But most of the time was reliable.
And the third thing which we Romanians are proud of, and I'm sure that you guys would have never thought about this.
Let's guess. What could it be? You already got food covered. You got the Wi-Fi covered.
Okay.
I wonder if it would be something. This is an ignorant guess, but it would be like something with the castles or the history.
No.
Or something.
No.
Totally wrong.
Women.
Wow.
No joke. Like honestly now, no joke. In Romania, from all the countries that I have ever been to in all my life, all over the world, as I have traveled more than 6 years now, yes, we have this here. We have a huge culture towards this. So whenever I come back to Romania, those guys were thinking of something I don't like, castles, history. We also have those. You are going to see. I don't want to spoil it for you. I assume you are going to want to go to Dracula's castle.
Of course.
Because I think that's like the number one thing that's being exported by my country towards like what people from their countries.
Dracula.
Dracula, yes, okay. From my point of view, Dracula is like the biggest disappointment of the entire world, you know.
The castle.
This is the castle because
Well, we'll probably go anyway.
no. You have to go because
Yeah.
people think that it has something to do with Dracula. The castle has nothing to do with Dracula. The guy who wrote that got inspired from the castle, but Dracula and the castle have zero connection.
Oh.
But it was the story went along like this, you know. We had a ruler many hundreds of years ago, who was like also a source of inspiration for this guy. It's called Bran, if I'm not mistaken, who wrote Dracula. That ruler of ours lived in the castle, so he inspired from that legend and whatever. No, but there's zero connection between the castle.
It's not actually Dracula's castle.
No. You're going to the castle. It's not even written anywhere. This only outside where they're selling these promotional flyers and whatever.
Sure.
But inside the castle, there's absolutely zero. So I would say that these are the 4 things or 3 things.
Three things. So it's the Wi-Fi speed. That's incredible.
Food
And women.
and women. Yeah.
And women. Although your girlfriend is from Colombia and not Romania.
My girlfriend. Yes, my girlfriend is from Colombia, but when she comes here, she keeps telling me, Catalin, I cannot believe everybody when they come to Colombia, they say that wow, Colombian girls are so beautiful. I think that Romanian girls are much more beautiful. I cannot all of them, whatever. This is what my girlfriend told me.
Verified by a
She
Colombian
said,
woman.
Verified by a Colombian woman. It's also Colombia ranks very high, you know, on that.
Right.
But I just want to say that I'm so happy to see these guys here. Like you have no idea because we have been talking and chatting and when I was in Africa and when they told me, we are going to go to Romania, I said, maybe they'll go, maybe they won't. And they were like, we're going to Romania next week. I was like, man, they're going to Romania. I cannot believe this. No, this is going to be so cool. So
It's good timing that we're both here because obviously we're both going around the world everywhere here and there.
Yeah.
And then for us both to be here at the same time feels right. Feels good.
Do you think you'd have been here if it weren't for the pandemic?
It's hard to imagine where we would be. Maybe not, because one reason we went to Albania in the first place was because it was COVID-free, no tests, no nothing. And then from Albania, we've been going around. So probably not. We probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for COVID.
Well,
Also,
we
I
would
didn't
be
have.
here, but we would visit other countries too. right?
Yeah, we'd be
Yes.
going.
Yeah.
The plan would be different.
Romania is one of the few countries that are open during the COVID time right now without
Yes.
like PCR tests, without
Yeah.
Exactly.
quarantining.
Yeah,
So,
we just drove across the border from Serbia.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody asks you. They ask you. You just show the
Just
passport.
gave the passport, and then we had a driver with us. So I didn't say a single word. He spoke to them, and they gave the passport back. I looked in it, and there was a stamp. Okay, I guess we're in. And then we drove past. Super easy. We were at the border for 10 minutes.
Are you allowed to enter if you want to go to like Germany or these countries?
That's a good question. It's probably changing every week. The
No, but I
information.
think by now it's very. This is what I don't understand. Does it apply to your nationality or from the country you're leaving? Let's say
The country
I
you're
mean,
leaving,
the
I think.
country you're
So, for example, now that
Yes.
you're in Romania,
I think now that I'm in the EU, I can go anywhere in the EU. Is that right?
No,
Yeah.
I don't
some
know.
countries like Greece, you need like PCR. Italy, you need PCR.
No. I know 100% there isn't a single country in the European Union except Romania. All the countries require something.
Oh, okay.
Many countries require the vaccination plus the
Yes.
PCR or rapid tests.
Yeah.
So Romania, I think, is the only country that
Yeah.
accepts
in the EU. Yes.
in the EU.
Well, we should be here for 2 months, so at least, I mean, we'll be here for a while.
It's going to be a stupid question. How is you are allowed to stay here for as long as you want? We have like 3 months or so, I think, or 6 months.
We got 3 months.
3
We can
months.
Stay for nine
So we might even be here for 3 months.
Yes.
You can stay in Romania. The thing is that in Romania, because not part of Schengen, for example, this is, you know that you have Europe,
Yes.
European Union, and Schengen.
Yes.
All of these countries are Europe. Romania is not Schengen. Austria, Hungary, and all of these
Yeah.
countries are Schengen. Like for
Right.
example, if you have just 3 months, let's say, I'm sure you have just 3 months in Schengen.
Yeah.
If you stay in Romania and then you enter in Schengen, you get another 3 months in Schengen.
Right.
Right.
So
So we could be in Europe for a while.
For a while.
And we're still wondering if Romania is in the Balkans. Do you know?
we were talking about this. Geographically, yes. But the thing is that when you refer to the Balkans, I wouldn't refer to my country as being part of the Balkans, even though you are going to meet people who are going to, yes, Romania is part of the Balkans. You are going to hear that.
Yeah.
But when I talk about my country, I never refer to that Romania as part of the Balkans. I never ever said that, but maybe this might just be me. This is the problem in Europe. Short funny story. When I went with Valentina, we left from my girlfriend. She's from Colombia. We left from Norway, and we had a stopover in Russia. And when we left Norway, the immigration officer asked her, "Are you going in Europe, leaving from here?" And then she said, "Yes, I'm going in Europe, to Europe." And then he asked where, and I said, "In Russia." And the guy smiled, and she left her pass. And then I said, Russia is not considered Europe,
Right.
even though continentally wise, it is part of Europe.
Yeah.
But you are never going to hear anybody when they talk about Europe ends with Romania, the European Union.
Right.
So when people talk about I'm going to Europe, nobody's going to say I'm going to Ukraine, even though Ukraine is in Europe.
Right.
You know, the same thing with the Balkans. There are these divisions, these subdivisions sometimes that maybe were valid 50 years ago, and now. So I don't know. From my point of view, I never referred to my country as being part of the Balkans. I never saw it written on a flyer or whatever.
Yeah.
But I have learned in school, I remember this, that yes, we are, at least the western part, we are part of the Balkans.
The western part.
The western part, where you were,
Yeah.
Timisoara, in that part
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
Yes, maybe.
Interesting.
Well, there you have it, guys. So, special thanks to Catalin for having us.
Yeah.
Cheers again, buddy. And many good vlogs to come.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll go on another adventure, I think.
Yes.
Tomorrow we're going to be with Catalin again, doing some touristic
We
stuff.
are going to do like some proper.
Excited for that.
I have some friends who are like very, very professional. I have learned 1 million things about my city from them, you know, and culture, buildings, and all of that.
Awesome.
But I'm good. I can introduce them to where are the best beers in town. So this is my like
Yeah.
my
And affordable.
and affordable. Yes, exactly.
Sounds good to me.
All right. This is a cool place, actually. Look at this.
Yeah, nice little outdoor patio here.
All right.
All right, there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you in a couple days. Later, guys.